anything that's left
kids
over.
Be fresh too.
They do. I'll be putting them on.
Like they got model contracts or something.
You know, that's what we aiming towards.
Okay. Exploiting the kids. I feel that.
But not in that way. Only for a good positive monetary gain.
I feel you.
You know.
Yeah. Joe Jackson, I see you.
You know, with a little less of the abuse. Yep. Oh yeah, this is a great one. Ho ho ho. What's up, y'all? It's your man Olu, and we're here with Doing Numbers, where we ready to break it down and level up. This is your #1 financial literacy podcast in the world. Clap it up. And I got my man Scott with me.
Yes, sir.
So bring your pen and pad, because it's about to get real.
Yes, sir.
On this good Christmas week, or let's just say this festive month.
Man, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah.
Ho, ho, ho,
whatever
ho.
you celebrate, however you celebrate with your people. I just want to give you my best from Doing Numbers. Me and Olu, we are very integrated in the holiday season, especially with our families, man.
Woo!
This episode is called The Cost of Christmas Cheer. And our pockets are a little thin around this time of year.
This is very fitting.
Very so.
This is very fitting.
Very so.
You know.
How you holding, God?
Man, I'm holding on by a thread.
Man, okay.
Yeah, I'm holding on by a thread.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open up and be vulnerable here, man.
Uh-oh.
Pockets is being smacked. Smacked. For the holiday cheer, though.
Shaking down, huh?
Man, they turned me upside down, bro, and they got me by the ankles.
Got you for your lunch money?
Bro, everything, man.
Yeah, man.
Pockets inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. Like you hinted on, man. We got significant others. I got 3 little small reindeers in my household jumping around. So,
3?
3.
Jeez.
Don't know which one is Prancer, Dancer, or Rudolph.
You got a Rudolph.
I think.
I think it's crazy. Man, you didn't ask me how I'm doing. And this is becoming a habit of yours. It's becoming a habit.
I didn't get into that.
It's becoming a habit of yours,
but I do want to know how you doing, brother.
And I'm exhausted.
You exhausted?
I'm exhausted. And the worst part about it is I started my Christmas shopping in June every year. And this is why.
Oh.
Nikki, this for you. I know you listening. My old lady's birthday is the week before Christmas, man. The week before Christmas is my old lady's birthday. And she's not one of those people that's like, oh, yeah, just tell me happy birthday, give me a card and some flowers. And I ain't saying she says that just to me. She's the type of person where every birthday is a holiday. Whether it's a benchmark birthday, whether it's one of those half birthdays, whatever the case is, whether she born on a leap year, it's her birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And while I hadn't always valued birthdays because of, you know what I'm saying, obvious reasons, right? But to see somebody who celebrates every moment they should celebrate, it's inspiring, bro.
No,
that shit costs a lot of money.
So I'm sure, bro. So like, are the gifts in conjunction? So do you do her birthday and Christmas together, or is she like, nah, separate my birthday gifts?
I ain't gonna
Christmas
cheat her
gifts.
I never cheat her like that just because of how remarkable she is as a person.
That's
right?
beautiful, man.
She don't half step with me. I ain't gonna half step with
That's
her.
wonderful. Because you know what I would have done?
You been doing a bolo birthday and Christmas?
Hey, look here. Look, we go. Which one is more important?
You a dog, bro.
Which one is? No, I'm just kidding, man. That's beautiful.
Man, you asked me how I'm doing, man. I'm exhausted, dog. Like,
yeah.
This holiday season, I experienced a lot of loss. I've been traveling for the past 6 months. Lost my mom in October.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Lost my grandma last week.
Condolences to my people, man.
This holiday season is so much harder than all the rest, bro. Because, you know, you don't realize how many people and experiences you take for granted until you don't have them no more. You know what I'm saying? It's harder during the holiday season because you have all the memories of what happened prior to. So I just want to encourage everybody listening, man. Hold your people close. Make sure that you value the time that you got with them. And make sure that make sure that y'all take the time to celebrate the moments instead of the gifts, instead of food or the drinks, or just make sure y'all create those memories moving forward. Because at some point it'll be all you have. So make sure that you hold those near and dear to your heart.
Definitely, man. And I can feel for you how tough it is right now.
Yeah. A lot of tension in the room. My bad, y'all.
Nah.
It's still Christmas season.
Nah, you good. It's still Christmas season, and we gonna be as jolly and as festive as we possibly can. But we still got to understand that life continues to life, bro. Just because it's a holiday coming up, or we know holidays come every year, that we don't deal with heartache. We don't deal with losses. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to familial, from a familial aspect, and everybody got that expiring tag on them, bro.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Everybody got that expiring tag.
And then a lot of people look at death in a negative connotation, right? Like, while you losing that interaction, you gaining value, right? Because when you lose somebody that's been so integral in your life, it shines a light on all the moments and the memories and the values and the lessons that you had with those people, and in a way that you wouldn't get with them there, because you're relying on that interaction. But absent the interaction, you get to see the forest from the trees and those memories that you have with them. So I think a lot of people should shift the focus, right?
They should.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
It's not.
It's not. So focus on what you can hold near and dear to your heart, what you can value and keep forever. Because we like you said, we all got an expiration date, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switching just to kind of get us, into this holiday spirit, man, because, we definitely want to, let our people know that, hey, budgeting is real around this time. I mean, you had the budget. You lost your mother. So I know that, there was some financial responsibility that you took on as well, knowing that the holidays was coming, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, bruh, like, talk to me about that, bruh, because that's actually, that's remarkable, bro, that you still standing.
Facts, man. Budgeting, even outside of the gloom, right? Even outside of the mood and gloom of my personal experiences, even with the holidays approaching, you should have a prerequisite for how much you want to spend for that season. You should have that set in stone. I know we're going through an inflation period for sure, maybe even a depression on the back end, but I definitely believe that budgeting will help cushion the blow a little bit, right? Like I told you before, I shop for my lady in the summer months for winter, just because I know it's compounded with her birthday. I feel like a lot of people miss those opportunities to do that. Like you think about how many bonuses you get in between June and December. Well, think about how many times you got paid a little extra because you did overtime. Set that money off to the side, man.
Facts.
Because you don't know when your rainy day is going to hit. And you don't know when you might lose your job before the holiday season. Like, all those things are variables that can very much become a reality.
Yeah.
So for me, myself, I budget for the things that I know I want to do. And I even budget for the things that I don't know that I want to do. I set a percentage of my paychecks to the side for investments. I set it aside for rainy days. I set it aside for favors, friends and family. You know what I'm saying? Like I budget my life before I pay my bills. I pay myself first. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you got to pay yourself first,
You
man.
do. You got to.
Because then, I mean, what joy would you get out of the holiday? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta live.
You gotta live. And that's what I've, been trying to teach myself as of lately, bro, because I'm good to just continue to just work, and not set time aside to
Stay in a pattern.
Invest in myself, man, when it comes to like wardrobe.
Gotcha.
Like we were just talking about, continuing to put ourselves together as we continue to go along with our podcast. So, when I'm looking in and I'm like, yo, I gotta, granted I got my own brand and stuff like that, but there's certain seasons where we run a particular, line, and it's like, there's nothing new that I got launching just yet. So I'm looking in my closet and I'm like, yo, you it's about that time. Like you went a long time without buying yourself some stuff, man. You need to, put a little into you. And I think this year that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a little bit more intentional as far as taking care of myself.
I think that's the only way you can take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
You can't serve from an empty cup.
Not at all.
No, man.
And, and I'm not saying that to be selfish, because again, I do have little ones, and believe me, they're at the forefront. But anything that's left
kids
over,
be fresh too.
They do. I'll be putting them on.
They got model contracts or something.
You know, that's what we aiming towards.
Okay.
And
Exploiting the kids. I feel that.
but not in that way. Only for a good positive monetary gain.
I feel you.
You know,
Yeah. Joe Jackson, I see you.
You know, with a little less of the abuse. With a little less of the abuse. But yeah, as far as just being on top of it, I guess you could call me a little bit more like I'm more of a King Richard.
That's a stretch, but I give it to you. I give it to you. All right, King Richie. I ain't mad at that.
So
phenomenal movie, by the way.
Yeah, shout outs to the Williams family, man. Dope movie. But you know, that's the type of helicopter father I am, and I had to, you know, not to kind of get sidetracked on topic, but I didn't take pride in being a helicopter dad. I thought that was an issue because a lot of people bring negativity to that.
Yeah,
but
it's a lot of value in that.
Yeah, it's a lot of value. And it's a lot of mistakes that can be avoided. Yeah,
it's a lot of mistakes that are necessary to be made, too.
Necessary to be made, but the frivolous mistakes.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
That's with anything.
But that's with anything. You know, if you could bring awareness to it. So if it's like, okay, yeah, I did this dumb thing, but dad taught me that this would happen. That moment of, I was told that this would happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I take pride in it now. And, you know, mom's a helicopter mom, and we do a great job. So shout outs to mom, shout outs to Sim. You know, we really work at just doing what's best for the kids. So needless to say, though, brother, I have created a budget for myself and what I would like to spend on myself. I think I'm going to share it with you. Tell me if I should go over or under. How about that?
I already feel like it's too high, but go ahead.
So this year for Christmas, the amount that I want to spend on myself,
6 figures.
I gave myself $1,000 budget.
Okay, I'm proud of you, kid.
I gave myself $1,000 budget.
I thought you was gonna come out with the baby shower Burberry shirt, and you know what I'm saying. I thought you was gonna be like the typical splurger.
Oh nah, I've had those times in my life, bro, but.
You passed that.
I'm past that.
You've grown.
I'm grown. And some people might, you know what I'm saying, be like, $1,000. Like, what? That's
you
all you gonna
that?
spend on yourself?
I buy 4 pairs of jeans and it's gonna be over with.
To be honest, man, I got some bigger plays in mind.
I like that.
Got some bigger plays in mind.
Priorities.
Got priorities. So that $1,000 is actually gonna be invested for a long-term situation.
Good, bro.
So I'm not just, so even though I got happy and everybody thought, oh, well, you know, he got to get him some clothes, and I'm gonna do a little bit of that, but majority of it, it's being tucked away for investing.
Proud of you.
And that's how I want to treat myself this holiday, man. Investing in a new opportunity.
Is it exciting for you to do it that way? To be more disciplined this time around?
Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it, man.
Good.
I'm actually enjoying it because I'm finding, you know, I'm finding great things come out of this disciplinary moment that I got going on in my life.
Proud of you.
And I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And it's opening my eyes to a lot. So I'm just hoping I can take that and run with it.
You will. I promise you will. It's only when you regret that investment, like certain religions say, don't give with a heavy heart, right? And that means don't do it to yourself either.
Word.
Right? Like when you give it to yourself, sometimes we got like survivor's remorse when it comes to that, like doing things for ourselves because we feel selfish in the act of doing so. But when you can do it lightheartedly and say, hey, man, I kind of earned this. I deserve this. It perpetuates in other areas of your life, too. So I'm glad you're having that experience.
Yeah, man. And I think another thing that I want to get into that I've been looking up is starting my fund, starting a bank account for the little ones. It's been heavy on my heart, man, to just get their account rolling, because I don't want to have the headache of dealing with college tuition, things of that nature once they become of age.
And you had 3.
And I got 3. So I've done the math. You know, we doing numbers here. We doing numbers. So I've done some math on how I would want to start it. So I'm going to start personally with $20 a week. And I'm going to work my way up. With the stretch goal of $100 a week. With that, I can see having, you know, by the time my daughter's 10 years old, we should have about 40,000 saved up, close to 50,000 starting now, with $20 every week. With the goal of increasing that to 100. So starting with 50,000, man, and then of course we'll gradually transition that, maybe convert it over into a trust, something of that nature.
What initial vehicle are you using for the fund?
For college or entrepreneurial endeavors, because I'm not going to necessarily like really I'm not going to push or like force my child to go into a collegiate, journey if she finds herself wanting to do, or he finds himself wanting to do something different, and it's really focused on that.
Yeah, you don't want those funds locked in a certain fund.
No.
I see what you're saying. You want them to have the wherewithal. Well, not the wherewithal. You want them to have the option to do either or.
Gotcha. If they want to get the college degree, great. I'm not opposed to it. But also, I don't want to stifle what's meant for them because of my own satisfaction of,
I see what you're saying.
You getting the paper.
They got their own life and journey.
They got their own life and journey too.
I got you.
So I want to start with that, man. I want to put them, start their college fund. I think it's important to do that now because I didn't have it, when I was growing up. And I had to, scramble around to get my finances for college. And that wasn't a good feeling.
No, it's not.
So, and that's not a good holiday cheer either. Because, when you going into this year, this is what? You going into the spring semester.
Right.
So now this is the month where you are looking for your financial aid to kick in and everything because, hell, if you ain't got it ready by January.
You're getting purged out them classes.
Talk to them.
You're getting purged out of them.
So we talking about the holiday cheer. Like, that's not a cheerful time for your family or your parents when they ain't got the finances to continue on your education. So that's why I'm, it's important for me to start now so I can continue to have good holiday cheer.
Nah, real deal, man. I'm happy that you decided to take that leap for your future, for your kids' future as well. I actually heard about something similar through Gerber Life, where they allow for you to set up a mutual fund or insurance policy for your kids and to start paying on it as soon as they're born. You know what I'm saying? So by the time they're 18, that fund is matured to a certain point to where you won't have to worry about tuition or room and board and stuff like that. It could be put towards your kid's first car or the college tuition or entrepreneurship. So it was new when I read it to me. Like, I hadn't heard anything like that before. And when I decide to have kids, I want to initiate something similar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's important. If we ever want to, change the narrative, man, and, break that proverbial curse.
We got to be intentional about it.
We got to be intentional and really deliver.
Yeah. Really deliver.
And really deliver, bro. You'll curse.
We got to be intentional about it.
We got to be intentional and really deliver.
Yeah. Really deliver.
And really deliver, bro. So we may actually end up traveling for this holiday, actually, for Christmas. Sim's good friend came in town, and we want to, reciprocate the energy. So I think a good thing for us is to go out to, be with them, be with her family.
Okay.
This'll be a good moment for me.
So y'all sharing the holidays. I like that.
Sharing the holidays.
I like that.
Yeah. And this would be a good moment for me to, again, create a relationship with her friend's partner. Solid dude, but, just the space and travel, the long distance, it doesn't allow us to really communicate like that. But I'm interested. I think he's a solid dude. He's a dope dude, and he got a lot of solid things going on. So it's going to be a cool time.
I hope you take the most out of that experience.
Yeah.
This past Thanksgiving, I traveled for the holidays as well, man. I went to Florida to go visit my aunt.
Dope.
Yeah, man. Excuse me.
Was it hot?
Define hot. Because Florida heat is a little different from Georgia heat.
Were y'all in the 80s down there?
We were. So, funny story. We get off the plane, man. So we coming from Georgia where in the winter months it creeps into the winter, but it's a different type of winter. Like, the winter is defined by the wind coming through the valleys and the hills of Georgia, so on and so forth. So I got a hoodie, a jacket on. We in an airport, so it's still air conditioned. I'm not feeling the weather yet. We step outside, man. So we decided to go to Walmart to pick up some groceries before we went to my aunt's house. And the distance between the airport and the Walmart is maybe 10 minutes, 15. I'm sweating. I done came out my shirt, my hoodie tied around me. My t-shirt is drenched. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of weather down south, bro. Like further in the deep south.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the experience altogether because, especially in light of everything that's going on in my family, it was good to be surrounded by my people. You know what I'm saying? Like usually me and Nick, we split holidays, right? Like we enjoy holidays with her family here in Chicago and myself too, here and as well as in Florida. But this time it was Florida's turn. So we didn't catch the cold that y'all caught for Thanksgiving. We got that 80-degree weather. And I think that was like a spirit lifter of mine. Like I don't think people take inventory on what effect weather has on a personality, but it served really well for the holiday season.
No, yeah. I think, having that bit of sunshine, letting them sun rays smack you across the face a couple times.
You got an abusive relationship with
it
weather.
do wake you up. Me?
Okay, yeah.
I guess you could say that. You know what I mean?
I'm pray for you, bro.
We from up north, bro, so that, that snow smack you.
I'm from the Midwest. I'm not from up north.
We're from the Midwest, but we're north of here, okay? We're north of Georgia.
No, that's fact.
But, yes, Midwest, man, you know how it is up there in those inclement weather times,
them
bro.
Great Lakes,
It's
they
nuts.
provide a different type of winter.
It's different. But I can attest to that because I was out in Seattle where it rained all the time, bro. And I literally was like, yo, what is going on with my life? And my life was fine. The rain, the inclement weather is what caused the change in mindset. So it does shift the mood. It does.
You're right.
Now, it's a bit weird being, somewhere hot because we spent Christmas in Jamaica one year. No, of course, no snow, but it's Christmas.
It's still Christmas.
And I'm seeing people out, even in Florida, bro, it's weird. People will put Christmas lights up with no snow. I don't get
it. Don't look right together. It don't.
It does. Like, bro, just leave it down. Like,
I never even thought about that, but I have seen that. It does not look right.
I don't get it. I'm like, we're all experiencing Christmas right now, but it's more fitting when you got the snow with it.
That's like when you first seen Friday After Next with all them Christmas lights.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes it ghetto.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are we doing here? Like, and they got the whole nine out front. The big snowman, all that. So it's like
Christmas lights on a palm tree is crazy.
It's crazy work.
Facts,
crazy work. But, we all got to have
Shout
our
out
experiences.
to my California people, man.
Yo.
I ain't mean no harm. I'm just messing with y'all.
Speaking of that, not to get off track a little bit, they just had a earthquake out there, didn't they?
They always having earthquakes out there, bro. They on that seismic shelf.
Excuse me. So I wanted to bring up this book that I read, that I am reading. I was introduced to it by Sim's grandfather, great scholar. It's called Stolen Legacy.
Stolen Legacy. It sounds loaded.
Loaded. And when I tell you, it may not be for everybody. Because it's a lot of shifting of the mind, even in the first couple pages.
Controversial information.
Oh, bro, like the first couple pages, it challenges you, and then with it challenging you, it's like now I need to go challenge someone else, like your beliefs.
Okay,
because I came from a PWI.
Oh, so shifting your theology or what you know to
of
be true.
Course,
Got you.
Yeah. Shifting all of that, my ideology, everything, and coming from a PWI, man, it was very little African American culture, literature being shared.
The diaspora was different.
It was very, minimal. You had to just know where to go within that, within those institutions to get that. I know you came from an HBCU. A lot of
Morehouse, to be exact.
Other of my good friends came from an HBCU, so you guys are pretty understanding and privy to this information.
Shout out to the house.
So what's blowing my mind, though, is through the book, I'm learning that the Greek philosophy was actually erroneous and stolen from the Egyptian philosophy. And that's the part where this is probably blowing a lot of people's minds right now, because it blew mine. Because I actually had a Greek philosophy class in college where we were just learning about Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, all of those, now that I'm in this new way of thinking, those, big, masterful, masterminds that changed the game and shaped the way that we think, to know that they actually got it from an original source, which is through Egyptology. Man, it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. And it is.
And well, you're right, man. HBCUs do like fill in a lot of those gaps, even with Americans' foundations, right? Like if you look at the dollar, it's a lot of Egyptian artifacts and histories in the dollar bill. But even going back to it, like even the mythologies and the stories surrounding those are taken from the Egyptian standpoint, bro. Like Hades is Anubis and Zeus is Amun-Ra and so on and so forth, bro. Like nothing that is established in history is singular. Like everything is shared. We just have different depictions and stories of it. And some of those depictions are distorted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to take what you read in that book and to take every negative connotation with it. I want you to see the singularity in everything.
Word.
Right. Like we share everything on this earth. Or we should anyway.
Yeah.
But I definitely understand the mind-blowing part of it. Like, oh, this ain't original? This is how you taught it to me. You said this is law. But you got this law from X amount of time ago.
Yep.
How many thousands of years did you take this from and distorted it to your benefit? And I understand that piece too.
Yeah. And it's a tough conversation to have with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just aren't there. But it brought holiday cheer to me because it's opening up my mind in a cheerful way. You know, to know that, you know, we're a powerful race.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And we have a lot of value and a lot of position in this world that we take for granted or just have been drowned out of knowing.
Yeah, man. A lot of us don't know. We don't know what we don't have the resources to know. Like a lot, like you said, you stumbled on this information through a book. A lot of people don't have the tutelage to even go look for such books.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of people don't have ancestors or griots to tell these stories from or hear these stories from.
Yep.
So I acknowledge your experience, but I also encourage our listeners to go talk to your ancestors, talk to the people that came here before you about your history and where you come from. I encourage everybody to look at their own ancestry and figure out what and where you come from.
Because this is, you know, it's about doing numbers, man. And this is a way for me of how I felt like, you know, I've done some numbers here.
And elevate your life.
Elevating my life. And now I can share this amongst others who may not know as well in the strength in numbers. So each one teach one.
It's a great stocking stuffer for the people, man.
Great stocking stuffer.
Yeah,
and if you're looking to give out any gifts, Stolen Legacy is a great gift. I feel like a lot of us should read to start out, to know the history.
And if you guys have any gifts, ideas that you want to throw in the comments, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be throwing some in there as well. I know y'all last minute shoppers gonna need some ideas, so we're gonna make sure we help y'all out this holiday season.
Yep.
This is Doing Numbers, another episode. We come for y'all. We give y'all everything y'all need, man. We just want to talk about the value in the holiday season and budgeting and basically just helping y'all streamline the process to an easier holiday season.
And then finding other ways, you know what I mean, to find cheer through the holiday. Because it doesn't always have to be a monetary thing. It doesn't always have to be a material thing. Like I just gave you. I found a book that enriched my soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So find different ways to get that cheer, man. Don't worry about you not living up to an expectation that someone is asking, you know, for because it's material wise. But live up to the expectation that's what's going to better you to get through the next day at all. So I appreciate y'all for joining us, man. Ho, 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 ho. I want all y'all to have a great Merry Christmas.
That's right. We'll see y'all on the other side.
We'll see y'all next time.
Man.
Thank you for doing numbers. It's been a great 2024. Peace out, y'all.